into a red Friday for Bitcoin. We've got Bitcoin down 2%, Fantom down 6%, and we're setting up for potentially our next trade opportunity. We've got the futures market in the red. I'm going to explain to you exactly what's going on. Why are the markets opening up on this Friday a little bit spooked, and what could this mean for the key levels in the Bitcoin and altcoin price chart? So make sure you hit up the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, guys, if you want to trade any of these with me, you can head over to BYBIT. Link is in the description. Get yourself signed up, get your deposit bonus, and let's get started. For anybody who deposits on BYBIT using my link in the description, you're automatically going to be entered into for a prize draw to win a 6-month free subscription to my course member live stream. So if you've always wanted to join that but haven't had the funds ready to join our course member live streams, you just need to deposit in BYBIT and you could be in for a chance to win. Now let's get straight into this Bitcoin chart, and you can see we're bleeding back down again, down 2% here on Bitcoin. Now what's causing this? Well, let's explain. Let's head over to the market so we can see the pre-market is opening up in the red. We're down 0.39 on the Dow, 0.6 on the S&P, and almost 1% on the Nasdaq. Few things going on this morning, guys. We've got Tesla down 4% pre-market. There was a leaked email which Reuters have reported on, which suggests that Elon could be cutting 10% of jobs at Tesla. Yes, 10% of jobs at Tesla, as he's quite afraid of the market right now. Remember, we've heard news yesterday of Gemini, the Winklevoss twins, cutting 10% of their staff over at Gemini Exchange, again, citing fears of this crypto winter. So what is going on? We had the conversation from Jamie Dimon, who spooked the market the other day, the CEO of JP Morgan, saying this is going to be a hurricane. We covered off what he said. So there's a lot of negative vibes coming out into the market today. You can see this opening up, which is crypto firms say thousands of digital currencies will collapse. We can take a look at that article as well, right on the front of the CNBC website, given the main slot, you know, a bit of FUD on crypto on a Friday morning because they've got nothing better to write about. And when you read about this, I mean, it's just silly, right? There are more than 19,000 cryptocurrencies and the majority will not make it. Isn't that just maths? Isn't that the same in the stock market? Isn't that the same anywhere, right? I'm not invested in 19,000 cryptocurrencies, am I? So if I'm only invested in 10 to 15 cryptocurrencies max of 19,000, yeah, I only want a small percentage of those to play out well. So bit of a FUD article, we'll ignore that, we'll keep things moving. And the more important things we need to worry about today are the jobs figures. Yes, we're going to get a bunch of jobs data coming in today. That's one of the reasons the market is a little bit spooked today. Now we're getting the May non-farm payrolls, and we need the number to come in at a particular balance. It's a little bit complicated. In essence, economists are expecting 328,000 new jobs added in May. That is down 100,000 from April, okay? But you want it to come down, right? So that's okay. But what you don't want is it to come down too much, okay? So this market is really complicated, but hear me out. So we want the jobs to come down by 100,000 at about 328,000 new jobs added. If too many new jobs get added, then the economy is going to be annoyed and we could see a red day, because then they're going to be like, we're still in an inflationary environment. Jerome Powell needs to be more aggressive. So we need the jobs figures to come down. But if they go down too much, then this is a double-edged sword, because then the economy is going to go, the Fed are too aggressive, we're going to get thrown into a recession. Okay, so we got this double-edged sword where it needs to be carefully poised, otherwise we're in red. And that's why you're in a catch-22 in the markets, and it's so difficult to have green days, because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Right, now that we know what's going on in the economy, there's one further thing that came out yesterday from Fed Vice Chair Brainard, who we know she comes across on a lot of these channels to talk about the state of inflation. And she said, look, because if you remember, guys, this is relating to about a week or so ago when one of the Fed members, Bostic, came out, and another one came out saying we could see a pause after the next 2 rate hikes. We had a bit of a rally after that. Whereas she's come out, she said, we do not expect to have a break anytime soon. Very hard to see the case for the Fed pausing rate hikes. We've still got a lot of work to do to get down to our 2% inflation target. So maybe she's been sent out by Jerome Powell to say, hang on, they're expecting a pause. Don't let them get too excited. Let's bring them back into where they should be. Right, let's quickly get on over to the markets. We can see Fear and Greed Index back at 10. Not surprised, given that Bitcoin wicked all the way down to 29,000. Since that reading was taken, you could see it rallied back up to 30,000, now coming back down. What do we need to see here? I'm sitting on the hourly chart. I'm looking at the levels. We've got a low here. right? We managed to post a higher low, which is good, and a high. We didn't manage to go get the higher high though, right? We didn't manage to go high. But what we do need is a rotation here before this level. If we don't get a rotation before this level, which is where we managed to pick up at 29,340, I fully expect us to get to 28,600. That is what I'll be preparing for, okay? It's too many times this has happened where we've been in this pattern and we're going to head to 28,000, this line here, 28,600, the blue line we've got on this channel. Now, if we come to that line, it's going to be a critical moment because we've managed to hold the support many times. But remember, a support line from a technical perspective, the more times you test that support, the more likely you are to break to the downside. And if we break to the downside, guys, I'm just going to switch over to the 4-hourly. Just to remind you guys, I've shared this with you for a while now, the price target ends up being pivot point 3, where it starts heading down to 26,200 mark, okay? So if we lost this line, so we come back down here, we're unable to hold, we start heading down, that's what I'll be looking for down there. And again, I personally don't short the markets, so I won't be shorting this, but many people will be taking this short trade. If we break this line, it's a big move here to the downside. As you can see, let's just take the measured move. If you manage to catch that on the break down to about pivot point 3, you've got an 8% move there. That's going to be a painful fall if that happens. Now, the long scenario, which I would trade if I see happening, because I do take longs, is if this comes down to 28,600 around this level, and we see some good buy the dip happen, we see confirmation of us bouncing, I could take it to the top of the channel, okay? And I take profits the closer we get to 31,000. What I then do as a separate trade is if we broke 31 and even got the retest to confirm, I'd want to trade that upwards thereafter, okay? But I would be taking profits before 31 in case the same thing happens where you run from the bottom to the top, you get rejected. You run from the bottom to top, you get rejected. So you want to be taking profits in this channel and then taking a separate one, 31,000 above. If you guys want to trade these with me, head over to BYBIT. Link is in the description. Best platform out there for trading cryptos. They've got all the token pairs you could desire. You get trading view charts as well, which is the charting package we use every single day. So very familiar with all the drawings, all the trend lines. And again, if you deposit using my link in the description, you're going to be in for a prize draw to win 6 months free subscription to my course member live stream. So don't miss out on that, guys. The course member live stream is going to be completely free for a lucky winner. Now, let's take a quick look at Fantom as well, because we've got Fantom down 6%. But remember, Fantom was in this very, very important wedge pattern, okay? So again, I'm on the hourly. I'm going to zoom out to the 4-hourly just so you can see this wedge. And it's that green wedge which I'm pointing to there. In fact, let's delete the purple one now because we don't need it. It's just going to confuse us. That was the old one we had. And let's focus on this big green wedge. Now, what I'm preparing for again here is if Bitcoin wants to head down towards 28,600, we fully expect to break down from this pattern on Fantom. And again, like I said in yesterday's video, we could be seeing a 30 cent Fantom. And again, if Bitcoin wants to keep going, we could be heading towards 24 cents. Again, not something I'm going to trade on the short, but a lot of people will be trading these altcoins to the downside. We know a lot of people traded ADA to the downside the other day. Again, you can see this with a lot of these altcoins. They'll be breaking down in this pattern, and you guys, it's an opportunity there, but I personally won't be trading it. The more bullish scenario is if Bitcoin can start heading to the upside and Fantom can break out to the top side, then I will be looking for price targets at 50 cents and then back up towards 58 cents as a potential trade to the top. As a long-term, Bitcoin, Fantom, these projects, I continue to add them on a daily basis. Well, not daily basis. I'm not chasing green candles. But on red days like this, there's no harm in doing a little bit of dollar cost averaging, adding to your positions. The only message I'm giving everybody right now, from my perspective, is don't get caught up in too many small cap projects. I'm really focused on blue chip right now. And even if you came out in this winter and said, you know what? I can't take the risk right now. Even projects like Terra Luna have died. We saw the issue around Solana. If you haven't seen my video explaining what happened with Solana and if I'm selling or not, go watch my Solana video. That was really well received, my breakdown of what happened with Solana. Because we're in a crazy market. You're seeing top projects like Solana, which is really high up on the market cap list, you know, suddenly getting flooded out and people wondering if it's going to die. So I would not blame you that if you're spooked, you just want to take a really conservative strategy just to dollar cost average in Bitcoin and Ethereum, or just Bitcoin if you wanted, right? Don't let anybody tell you anything. You do not need to hold Fantom. You do not need to hold these little meme coins that people are talking about. You do not need to be holding small market cap coins. Now is not the time for it. Focus on the Bitcoins. You get an absolute huge value. You still got Bitcoin under $30,000. Nobody knows how long this is going to last. Nobody knows how big an opportunity this could be. This could be tomorrow's, oh, you could have bought Bitcoin under 3,000. Right, so this is huge here for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Really cheap prices. You got Ethereum sitting at 1750, right? 1,750. crazy price points. You don't need to distract yourself looking for these small caps if you're not confident in them. And I understand if you're not. We've seen what happened with Terra. We saw what's going on with Solana, and you just want to dollar cost average it on some solid plays, then good. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Build out your portfolio, dollar cost averaging really, really slowly. I personally am not in any risky plays right now. If I have any in my portfolio, I would have rotated them out anyway, because I'm only in high conviction plays, and I'll continue to add in on blue chip projects. I'm not playing around with anything else. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to smash up the like button and subscribe. Head to the link in the description to get yourself set up on BYBIT. I'm looking forward to see who wins our course member live stream free access. So get yourself signed up, get yourself deposited, and we'll do that. Maybe we can do that live draw live on one of these videos. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got a really important video coming out later on, guys, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Put the notifications on. I'm going to be breaking down all layer 2 solutions, right? So they're hugely hot right now. I did a video yesterday on optimism. Go watch that as well. We're going to be breaking down all the layer 2 solutions. What are they? What do they mean? Which ones are the best? What are the difference between all of them? That's all coming in a video later on. So make sure you hit up the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.